Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is green underscore lantern 831, and we are here with another Ultra Rumble reel for My Hero Ultra Rumble. Was coming in a little rusty from the game, haven't played it in a minute, and last time I did, I realized I actually enjoyed playing Kendo, so I was trying her out for a first time. First off, I want to give a big shout out to my teammate here that you see me picking up. His name's Nikali2K. Was actually just a rando that I met in duos, and we actually ended up teaming up for several games, and I'm hoping that he accepted the buddy invite, because as you guys are about to see throughout this match, we actually had some really good teamwork. I could tell you, first and foremost, we were not on mic with each other, but in My Hero Ultra Rumble, if you know how to play the game, you don't always need a microphone. A ping system, if you have a teammate who knows how to use that down on their D-pad religiously and knows how to ping properly, you can still communicate very effectively, and I think we did accomplish that. Initially, when he went down in that storm after that fight, I don't know if he was pinging that he was down, but little things. We had some little errors, some timings in our heals, some close calls, but this is a match that eventually we did win. So I just used Kendo's toss right there. We got real comfortable with picking each other up in the timing and where I would send him. We had trust on that, so we had some really good natural communication for good teammates. So we were coming into, this is collapse zone, and I noticed some teammates on the roof. See, pinged him. He already knows I'm keeping my guard up, getting my shield ready, because I don't know if this Aizawa was going to attack me, but he actually decided to deflect to the roof. I saw a yellow card over that roof, thinking, tempting, because, I need to get my levels, but there was also one over here to the right of me, and I was trying to ping that wall, actually, but I ended up pinging near the box, and I think he may have taken that as I was going to the box. Then I saw a team all potion again. Ping, ping, ping. Always got to make sure you're pinging what you're doing, especially if you're on a team with a team you don't have a mic with. Use the pings. So I was like letting them know, hey, I'm checking this area, and then make our way over the hill. He's already kind of along the wall. He must have saw people fighting over there, and you'll see why when we make our way there in a second. I brought my shield up just in case he was going to go for the box, but he started looting, so I started opening, and he does like any professional Dabi, comes up and traps the box for me. Open up, start looting. And as you can see by the stats, there's still 9 teams left, 15 players in the match. So we've taken out 1/4 of the lobby so far. I've got a KO, and I believe he either has he maybe had a couple, I'm not sure. But I think he had the very first one from the start of the game. I didn't get the whole start of this match because I did a 15-minute clip, and the match was more than 15 minutes, so at this point I was doing some bush checks for Coda, and I saw a Todoroki ice, so I was trying to ping, and I kept spamming it by mistake, trying to get the double down, and I think he understood, because he's like, alright, hear you. He pings back, starts coming over this way. I see that the fight's progressing over out to the mountainside. Drop a ping to keep an alert over there, seeing if that's where he wants to go in. But when I turn back to check his position, he's going inside the landslide zone. He found this loot over here, so he was picking up some yellows for me. And then I remember I had that team level up. Like I said, it had been a minute since Ultra Rumble, since I played this game. He starts working the civilian. I already have full revive cards, so I'm not worried about breaking buildings and looking for civilians, or taking all that time for team health potions and everything. But open up this gold chest right here, because I still got a couple levels that I want to get. And I see now, watching the playback, I see the All Might that he saw. I didn't see before, but he's about to ping him for me. I just opened the box, I was looking at my levels, and All Might goes up to that roof. So I take cover under this one. I'm like, I wonder if I can get a shotgun shot, but he takes off the roof spinning. So I try to track down these fireballs. I'm like, if he's in the storm, maybe we can block him, but he jumped down over here and then sprung away. So again, checking with my partner, sticking close. He's climbing the wall. I was like, all right, what do we want to do? Decide to go into the cave. Double check the wall in case that All Might comes back. Put up a shield so we don't get hit in the back in a choke point. And Dabi finds contact with another team down here inside the cave. Looked like that was Aizawa. And then the Shigaraki, who finished off the Aizawa. Now at this point, I start healing up, but Dabi gets knocked down by Shigaraki, who is relatively low in health at this point because he's really panic tossing. I try to, push my bulk of defense through his ground and then push him back out. That way he's off Dabi's distance, and at least I can give him time to heal. He's trying to either run up on me or get to both of us. But Dabi had luckily crawled back. Nakali crawled back, smart, got up on his feet, and Shigaraki in his panic left himself open. I got him with one hit, took my time to heal real quick, and then came back out and got the shield. And we're getting down to the smaller phases of the match. The storm circle's really closing in around the mountain. And we're still at half the teams in this match. There's still 6 teams remaining. Double check all those level cards that I have. And I think this is where, like, kind of example, we had a little bit of miscommunication. I think he was already trying to get me to big carry him up the mountain. And he was like, oh, maybe he wants to stay here for a second. So he put traps up just to cover me. But I was like, okay, now I'm understanding. As the storm's collapsing, throw him up on the mountain. Should have used my speed card here to start climbing. But again, trying to save resources. There's still 6 teams left. We don't know what we're going to expect in this final bout. I got a nice little shot on that Toga. I see a Mount Lady healing over here, and I send her running off the side of the mountain. I ping it, and again, you see he goes from shooting at All Might and Toga to reacting right as a team, and then once I lose sight of Mount Lady, I'm back on who he's firing at. And then I put a ping for the marker just to, like, say, hey, we need to stay up here. You got the traps up here. We got the high ground for now. We got 11 seconds till the storm closes, and I'm pinging that I saw Mount Lady run off into that section, but also that's where this next circle is going to be closing in. So as the storm closes, we're going to want to be on this side because all those guys out on the tree are going to have to close in to where we are anyway. And then I just start using the Kendo shield, which I'm so glad during one of the patch updates I had to say I was neglectful to try Kendo because I couldn't get the badge where you get shield damage absorption, so it didn't really incentivize me to play her much. But during one of the patches, I think it was, I noticed like the image changes, and I'm like, I wonder if that reworked the coding in the skills completely. And now when I play Kendo, I actually do get the credit for the damage done to the shield, because for the longest time since launch, it was like locked at 230 no matter how much shield I blocked on somebody. And so again, good communication, bad communication. He's keeping up on his feet while I'm healing. I shielded up myself, but then I realized the shield was low, and yeah, so potion mishap right there. He was shielding himself, but the circle's really tight. We still got 6 teams, all kinds of chaos happening. You see that cement toss that almost hit me with that platform in the back, and I missed it by a hair. I still have plus ultra on reserve. Skills are at 998. So this cement toss, I really irritated him because I knew he was trying to jump up there to heal and have the high view. So I start focusing on his platforms for a little bit of this end game. And I ping right there to let my teammate know, hey, I'm over this side of the circle. And he gets right up on me. He stays in the shield for cover, uses it for protection. We're chasing enemies all around us, pushing the fight. It's going crazy. That cement toss is climbing again. I definitely don't want him to have that height advantage where he, especially when the circle's so small, all it takes is him throwing the right platform to knock you out. I downed All Might right here. This is kill number 3. I got interrupted on the finish, but Dabi came in with the landmines and just cleaned it quick. Oh no, that's kill number 2. Okay. Now I had hit Cementos in the bush and he started taking up off again, so This time he fell into the storm, but I noticed he was still healing, so I had to drop that hit real quick, get into a little storm fight with him. Again, I'm at full health and shield, so I could survive the fight for a little bit. So he platforms off, and I still land a hit before he takes off. You can see the 37 damage marker indicator. Now at this time, this Dabi started getting mad that I was breaking platforms, so blocked that Mount Lady grenade hit and hit her back. My teammates backing me up. We got this corner secured where that wall broke right there. I see Toga off in the bush and Cementos, but we're still working as a team on our target. So if my guy's going for Mount Lady, I'm not going to go for Cementos just because I've habitually been destroying his columns. I'm going to turn and help my boy with the Mount Lady. He's using Cementos' blocks for cover. At this point, I hadn't realized quite yet that I had taken so much damage and that my shield was gone, but what I did notice was the Toga that ran off stole my DNA. So just to make sure that my teammate didn't accidentally run over to where I was, I pinged that Toga. And then lo and behold, I find him snuck around this wall right here, healing up. I was like, oh, and another potion mishap. I'm trying to tell him, hey, I'm taking the team all. You don't need to take your shield, but, you know, oh. So I didn't end up taking the team all, but I ran, I made it. That was an enemy Dabi's trap, so I'm glad I saw the enemy Dabi trap before I realized the circle and didn't realize that wasn't my teammate, because I could have ran in there for safety and almost burnt myself, but instead I threw a rock and I was like, double check that. Now I got no choice. Now I got to get this shield back because the fight's pushing crazy, the storm's getting smaller. We're pushing in towards Sentinel. Cementos is on me like crazy. Tried to get an air grab, but he is really good at bouncing off his columns, so he was really keeping that moving. That Cementos was evasive for a long minute. Tripped over the Dabi trap. But here I landed a good clean hit with the big fists. And he starts panicking into the corner, and that's when we get him down. I see this All Might. I wasn't sure if All Might was Cementos' teammate, but I guess not by virtue of him running away and Dabi just getting the cleanup. So there's my third KO. A little shit talking. And then one of my favorite tosses, the Kendo aerial bomb. Dabi understands. I see his fireballs raining down as he's coming down. He puts up the protection as soon as he lands because he sees somebody on my back. So I turn and I put up my shield to protect it in case a vertical, in case another strike comes in. So as we come into the finals, we have a Mount Lady, a Toga, and I believe an Ochako left. I forget if there was still one more. I didn't even realize I had 4 viewers at this point too. People like watching Kendo. She's interesting. So the Mount Lady and Toga were like running us in laps and trying to like, I assumed at this point that they were 2 and 2. But actually I had no idea about the Ochako really kind of running around hiding some places. So I downed that target, or he did, one of us. Yeah, he did, because he got the finish. Yeah, okay. And then I see the Ochako sneaking in. And she's trying to car spin us. She's like, ooh, tight circle, I can spin these guys. Yeah, she bounced us back, but we were alright. Toga starts trying to run her laps. And then as the circle smalls, both the Whirlwind girls are out, and I slap Toga out into the field, just protecting Dabi. He tightens it down with traps, gets the down on Toga. And we close out with the dub. So for one of my first matches back, being rusty with this game and running with Kendo, I was really impressed with myself, had to clip it, and I wanted to give a real special thanks to Nakali2K. He was an awesome Dabi, definitely worth why I teamed up with him and we ran some more. Got 3 KOs. It was a great match. Thank you guys for watching, and hey, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thank you.